Greetings, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, the day that Mercury rules. And my goodness, we are in some astrology that is, to me, it's like revolutionary. Like, I am like, how is it that this is happening all at the same time? Um, and so, with that, today is Wednesday. It's the day that rules Mercury. I am the day that Mercury rules. I am Nodal Mama, also known as Monique. This is our master nodal class. We are tracking the nodes through the heavens. Why? Because the nodes are the points of evolution and transformation and change. The nodes are where we come to points of moving forward or staying stuck or going backwards. So we are tracking the nodes through the heavens right now. And the reason we're doing it through Virgo and Pisces is because that is a special like I'm doing this work no matter what. Like, this is life changing for me. And um one of my gifts is the ability to share the information that I get, that I'm learning from, with others so that others can learn. That's just how I'm made. So when me sharing here is a part of my own healing and transformation. That's what it really, that's why I do it, because it heals me and it transforms me. And my intention is that it will support those who are open and ready to be supported in the ways that they are ready for. Okay, so Mercury rules the day, and Mercury is currently retrograde in Pisces right now. Now, I want you guys to know that I mean, astrology's been going on forever, and I've only been doing astrology for maybe 12 years or so. But to have a Mercury retrograde and a Venus retrograde at the same time, at the same point, I've never seen anything like this. I'm sure it's happened before because the universe is so um, multifaceted, but I have never seen Venus and Mercury conjunct, retrograde, and conjunct in the same spaces. So Mercury is our mind and how we process information. It's the story we're telling about reality. Venus is our senses. It's how we feel about the reality. It's literally this personal, in these internal personal experiences that we're going through. And then to have those two planets retrograde, our mind and our sensory system, our feelings, while Saturn is in Pisces with Neptune and the North Node. This is a pile up like nobody's fucking business. And when I think, I'm like, what? How is this happening? There's this video. I saw this video. It's been a while now, maybe a couple of years ago, and it was of like a intersection in Ethiopia, or one of those African countries where there was just like pure chaos, but it was so orderly. It was a round intersection, and there were like 1,000 cars moving through it, and not one car hit the other car, but they were packed and they were moving like it was. And that's what we're in right now. We are in this incredible, combustible, creative, highly energetic experience that if you can focus now on who you are, on what you're up to, or what feels good for you, because sometimes it's hard to know what you want, and sometimes we want something. There have been so many times, especially with the stuff happening in Pisces, you might think you want something and then that's not what you really want. I have done that countless times as a Pisces rising. I feel like, oh, this is so exciting, and then I get involved in it and it's like, it's not really what I want. It's not really meeting my need. And so in this experience, for me, I will do rituals and really purify myself to get clear about what is it that I really desire. What would really the future me, who I am becoming. What is it that she knows that I don't know, that I need to know right now to get to where she would be? And the reason why I say it this way is because there are many possibilities. There are countless. You exist in every reality. Like, you are not just who you think you are. Like, we are so much more than we think we are. We are multidimensional beings, and so every probability exists. And I want to experience the probability where I have the most joy, the most feelings of like success and happiness and connection and magic. I know that that exists somewhere because everything already exists. And now what I want to do is put my attention on it inside of myself. What does it feel like? What does it feel like for me to be joyful, happy, to go to sleep at night knowing that I accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish during the day, to go to sleep at night knowing that my family are safe, my child is thriving, to wake up in the morning excited and enthusiastic about my day, to know that the work that I'm going to be doing for that day is valuable, is going to make a difference. It has meaning, it has purpose. It matters to me, right? Like, and right now you could be swarming with chaos, unknown possible. And the thing is, if you can just spend a moment, just an instant of like, woosah, I know what's probable, I know that if I can, it will be, and then go back into the chaos and then go back. Like, I remember there was a time in my life when I had just given birth to a son who was diagnosed with Down syndrome. Maybe he was 4 or 5 months old. My marriage was coming undone. We were both terrified and we did not know how to be together. It was just right. We didn't know how to be. All I knew was that this child needed every bit of attention that I had, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. And so everything else started collapsing around me, and my marriage was failing. My The doctors were telling me that my son couldn't hear. Like, literally, it was a weird thing. They were like, he wasn't passing any hearing tests. And so I was scared. I mean, I could just go into tears right now thinking about how terrified I was. Um, and how much confusion, and my house was a mess, and the dishes weren't clean, and me and my husband weren't, and my child, all that, everything, money, and right? And I used to just go into, I would have moments where I would just close my eyes and imagine a small pin size beam of light in my heart. That's all I could do. That's all I had for myself, was a small pin size beam of light in my heart. And I used to hold it. I used to hold it. I used to hold that small pin size beam of light in the midst of having a child who I did not know who he was going to be, and the doctors are saying all these things, a marriage that was collapsing, a house that was a mess. I did not have a clue how I was going to see my way through all of what was happening. But there was a small pin-sized beam of light that I held in my heart, and I held it every day for as long as I could. And then I went back into the chaos, and I went back into the madness. And when I could come out of it, I would hold it. And that pin-sized beam of light in my heart grew until now. I'm here. My son is thriving. He is 18 years old. My ex-husband and I, he is happy. I am holding the space for his happiness. He has remarried. He has a wife. They are doing their thing. You know what I mean? I am doing my thing. I love what I do. And now I understand how the creative process works when I didn't before. And I did fall apart. I don't want to act like I didn't fall apart, because there was so much to fall apart about. But once, as often as I could, maybe for 20 seconds a day, I would come to that pin-sized beam of light in my heart, surrounded by chaos, surrounded by storms. I had no idea. And I would hold that light. And that is the kind of energy we're in now. Can you hold the light? Can you, even if you don't know, it could just be an affirmation of, I love myself. I love myself. I know that right where I am, the love that I have for myself is enough. I don't need nothing else but this love that I have right here for myself. I accept myself. I see myself. I feel myself. I am myself. I am becoming myself right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. And then go back into it, whatever it is that you need to do. Because we have the moon in Gemini, and the perception is really strong right now. This Gemini energy is very active. It's very, it's alive. It's alive, right? So, Gemini energy is like putting a match to a dry, brittle wood. That's what Gemini energy is like. It's literally going to catch. So you don't have to try to force it. You don't have to worry about it. You just really want to tap into it. Like, no matter what's going on here, I'm powerful. No matter what I'm seeing right now, I know I'm supposed to be here. No matter what's happening right now, I know I have everything I need for it. I know, and it will show up when I need it, and I am ready and I am listening. Like, literally affirming yourself. And don't look to the external world for affirmation. You bring it to yourself. You created yourself. And this is the power of understanding that we are creators. We are creators. We create the reality. We move the light. We speak it into existence. And it is in times like now when there is all this wonky, Saturn, Neptune, the North Node, Mercury in retrograde, Venus in retrograde, where there's so much moving, so many moving pieces, that you want to spend some time crystal clear about who the fuck you are and what the fuck you're up to. Because you're sending a signal to the universe, letting the universe know, I got this, and you got me, and we are one. We are one. So no matter what's happening, I am one with the one with the one. I am connected to the power that is holding the sun in the cosmos. I am one with the power that is rotating the earth on its axis as it spins while moving through the cosmos. I am one with the force of the universe that is moving the tides from one side of the earth to the next side of the earth. I am one with this force. It is anchored inside of my soul, right? You want to be with that. And then you want to move into do whatever you got to do. You want to know, because you're telling it, I'm focused on what is real. I'm focused on something that is real, that is eternal, that is deep, that is not transient. I can't see it, but I'm focused on it because I can feel it. It's in me. It's what I am. All right, you all. Be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself. Write it down. Write down the truth. Write it down. Write it down. Because you're going to hear so much other stuff. You can't be with that. Like, I've been talking to my niece on a daily basis. She and I have some very similar astrology, and it's her first time going through a Pisces rising experience, which is where Pisces rising, we shed, like, we literally dissolve into nothing. And if you don't know how to do it, it can be very scary for those of us who are Pisces rising or have a lot of Pisces placements, when you literally can't hold on to anything. And so I've been telling her, be mindful of how you're narrating this experience. You can, like, don't scare yourself with things that you're saying. You can recognize that you feel fear, but don't say things like, oh, I'm fucking up. This is so bad. Don't do that. You can say, oh, I feel vulnerable. I feel fearful. I feel trepidation. But don't say, oh, I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like, don't eat it. Don't eat it. You can feel it, but don't eat it up. Feel it, but don't eat it. Acknowledge it. Like it's raining. I'm wet. But oh, this rain is fucking up my whole life and da da da. Don't do that. Don't do that. So this is how to be with the energy. You want to acknowledge it. You want to be like, yeah, okay, cool. You powerful as fuck. This is a storm. I need to prepare. But don't speak negatively about your experience. Speak truthfully about it, but not negatively. All right. All right, you all. I am the Moon Mama. If you need any support, you can check out my website at healwithmoonmama.com. For those of you, yes, we are. We are birthing new experiences with our words. Exactly. Exactly. For those of you who are interested in joining Daughters of the 13 Moons, um, we are a community of women who are devoted to our magic and cultivating our power and our magic through healing and transformation. You cannot access magic if you are stuck in trauma. And many of us are still moving through trauma. So Gabrielle, Zelina, and I have created an environment, a space for women or people who are devoted to accessing their feminine power to practice, to heal, to transform in community together. It is a virtual community. And so if you are interested in this level of depth and connection, you can check out the link and join. We have an orientation that is happening on the 17th of April, where we will be talking about the upcoming phase. Every month, we're going to have an opening where you can come and learn about the program, and you can join or not. It doesn't matter. But if you just want to come and learn, and then when you're ready to join, you can join, because you can only join 2 or 3 days of the month. And so that is that. For those of you who are interested in coaching with me, um, my my list is filling up quickly. So if you want to do that, you can sign up at healwithmoonmama.com. Healwithmoonmama.com, so that I can support you in understanding how to utilize your chart. Because your chart is the code for how you're meant to function. And if you want to have success in your life, learn how to function from your chart. Learn how to be with the seasons of your own energy. Learn how to be with the seasons of shedding. Learn how to be with the seasons of growth and expansion. Learn how to be with the seasons of, plateau. Learn how to be with your energy so that you can actually be in the fulfillment of who you are meant to be. And you feel good. You'll feel good no matter what. You might have a season of depression, but like, oh, I need this. This is for me. This is actually helping me. I don't need to be extending my energy out a lot right now. I need to be going more internal. So come and learn how to be with your energy. You can sign up for 9 coaching sessions. Like, I have a package with 9 coaching sessions. I have one package where it's just where we work with your chart. And then I have another package where we work with your chart and we do the rituals, where we learn the rituals together, where I'm teaching them to you so that you can understand what rituals best support you and harnessing your energy and your power. All right, you all. It is my pleasure to be of service to you. I love you all so very much. I really do. This work supports me in ways that is so necessary for me to thrive. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a really beautiful day.